There's a quiet kind of power in a woman who chooses herself every single day. She doesn't wait for the world to approve of her. She doesn't beg for attention. She doesn't chase love, validation, or perfection. She simply wakes up and chooses to be better than she was yesterday, softly, slowly, and sincerely. This video isn't just about confidence. It's about reclaiming your worth. It's about the tiny choices you make every single day that silently shape the woman you're becoming. And the truth is, transformation never happens overnight. It happens in the ordinary. In your mornings. In your inner voice. In the way you treat yourself when no one's watching. If you do these small things every day, not for the world, but for yourself, your confidence won't just grow. It will transform you. Every woman wants to feel confident. But very few know that real confidence isn't loud. It isn't about dressing a certain way or walking with your head high just for show. True confidence is quiet. It's rooted. It's how deeply connected you are to yourself. How tenderly you speak to your inner child. How consistently you show up, even on the days you feel lost, tired, or unworthy. So this video is not a motivational speech that fades after a few hours. This is a step-by-step journey, through your mind, your body, your heart, and your spirit. You'll learn daily habits that don't just boost your confidence but build it from the inside out. Habits that shape your identity, strengthen your boundaries, calm your nervous system, and bring clarity to who you are becoming. We'll begin with your mornings, the first light of the day, when your soul is most raw and open. The habits you create in those early hours can either sabotage your energy or align you with your higher self. You'll learn how to start your day in a way that grounds you, strengthens your focus, and reminds you of your worth before the world even speaks. Then we'll move deeper into how you speak to yourself, how you carry your body, how you regulate your emotions, and how you protect your space. These are not just tips, they are quiet revolutions. Because when a woman commits to doing these things every single day, she doesn't just become confident. She becomes unstoppable. So don't rush this. Let it sink in. Let this be a soft, slow, sacred experience for you. Play this video while you're getting ready, while you journal, while you walk alone. Let it be your background voice, your daily ritual, your reminder that you are growing, even when it doesn't feel like it. This is your time. And if you do these things every day, your confidence will transform quietly, deeply, and permanently. Start your morning for you, not for the world. Before you open your phone, before you check your messages, before the noise of the world floods in, pause. Breathe. That first hour of your day belongs to you. Not to the notifications. Not to what he said. Not to what you didn't finish yesterday. That space between waking and rushing is sacred. Most women give their first energy to the world, to demands, to expectations, to performance. But confident women? They wake up for themselves. Quietly. Gently. Not because they're trying to be perfect, but because they know that confidence isn't something you stumble into. It's something you create every morning. So instead of scrolling, sit with your breath. Instead of judging the reflection in the mirror, thank your body for holding you another day. Pour yourself a glass of water like it's an offering. Play soft music. Light a candle. Write down 3 things you're grateful for, not because it's a trend, but because you're choosing to tune your mind into wholeness, not lack. When you wake up for yourself, you reclaim your power before the world even has a chance to touch you. You're not reactive anymore, you're intentional. You're not pulled in every direction, you're rooted. The women who live in constant self-doubt are not broken, they're just disconnected from their mornings. The first hour of your day is like the soil your entire day will grow from. If it's rushed, scattered, distracted, everything feels off. But if it's still, present, grounded, suddenly, you don't need approval anymore. You've already approved of yourself. You've already spoken to your soul. You've already shown your inner child that she matters. This isn't about waking up at 5 a.m. to hustle. It's about waking up in alignment. Even if it's just 10 extra minutes, give yourself those minutes. Journal something raw. Stretch your body softly. Stand at the window and feel the light. These are small things, but they whisper to your nervous system, you are safe. You are home. You belong to yourself. That's where real confidence begins. In stillness. In slowness. In the quiet decision to choose you, again and again, every single morning. The power of inner dialogue. The voice you hear the most in your life isn't your partner's, your mother's, or even society's. It's your own. That soft, constant whisper inside your mind, the way you speak to yourself when you make a mistake, when you look in the mirror, when you're all alone. And most women, without even realizing it, live with a voice that quietly tears them down. You're not enough. You sound stupid. You're never going to get it right. These words are invisible scars. And the saddest part? We speak them so often that we don't even hear them anymore. But confident women, the truly grounded ones, they speak to themselves like someone they love. They've trained their inner voice to become a source of safety, not sabotage. Every day, they correct the voice that says, I can't, and gently whisper back, I'm learning. When they fall behind, they don't scream inside their heads, they breathe and say, I'll begin again. You see, your confidence doesn't just grow from doing brave things. It grows from how you treat yourself when you're scared, awkward, or unsure. Your inner dialogue is either your anchor or your storm. That's why you need to become aware of what you're saying to yourself, silently, all day long. Start noticing. When something goes wrong, what do you immediately think? When someone ignores you, what story do you create? When you fail, do you say, I always mess up, or do you say, I'm allowed to be human? This is not just mindset work, it's emotional reparenting. You are teaching yourself, day by day, to be your own home. And that changes everything. So here's your daily habit: catch the criticism. Gently interrupt it. Replace it with truth. Write affirmations not just as pretty quotes, but as healing reminders. Say them out loud if you have to. I am worthy. Even when I'm uncertain. I don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Speak to your reflection like she's someone you would never hurt, because she is. The more you practice this, the more you'll notice a shift. You'll start feeling safer inside your own mind. You'll start showing up without fear of judgment. Because when the voice inside you becomes kind, the world outside loses its power to break you. Move your body like it's sacred. There's something powerful that happens when a woman reconnects with her body. Not from a place of shame. Not because she wants to shrink or become prettier. But because she finally realizes, this body is her home. Her temple. Her companion through every season of life. And it deserves to be loved, not punished. Most women have been conditioned to move their bodies as if they're broken, to push, to exhaust, to fix. But confident women move differently. They move with intention. With reverence. With love. Every stretch becomes an act of gratitude. Every walk becomes a reminder that they are alive. They don't work out to chase a number, they move to release emotion, to unlock energy, to build self-trust. Because when you move your body every day like it's sacred, you begin to live in it like you belong. Movement isn't just about fitness, it's emotional therapy. It's nervous system regulation. It's energetic cleansing. You don't have to do an intense workout to feel powerful. Sometimes, a slow walk in silence does more for your confidence than hours at the gym. Sometimes, dancing in your room with your eyes closed is the most healing thing you can do. Your body holds your traumas, your memories, your joy, and your voice. When you move it with awareness, when you breathe deeply into your chest, when you open your shoulders, when you walk like you deserve to take up space, you start remembering your power. So make this your daily ritual. Move every day in some way. Not for anyone else. Not to fix yourself. But to feel yourself. To come back home to your strength. Some days it might be yoga. Some days a solo run. Some days just swaying slowly in your room with soft music. But do it like prayer. Do it like healing. Because a confident woman doesn't wait to be admired, she becomes her own rhythm, her own dance, her own fire. And every time she moves, she reminds herself, I am here. I am whole. I am worthy of taking up space. Protect your energy like it's your life force. Confidence isn't just about how loudly you speak, it's about what you no longer allow to drain you. It's about learning to walk away from what feels heavy, what feels forced, what leaves you feeling small after you've given too much. Your energy is your life force. It's your mood, your voice, your clarity, your ability to show up as your full self. And yet, most women give it away too easily, to overthinking, to people-pleasing, to unspoken guilt. But the confident woman knows, protecting her energy is not selfish. It's sacred. It's survival. Every day, she checks in with herself and asks, who am I giving too much to? What is stealing my peace? Where am I betraying myself? To make others more comfortable? Because the truth is, confidence starts where self-betrayal ends. You don't owe your time to every message. You don't owe your emotional labor to every conversation. You don't have to explain your boundaries to people who never honored them in the first place. You are allowed to be unavailable. You are allowed to choose peace over performance. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. So every day, check in. Cleanse your emotional space like you would clean your home. Unfollow what drains you. Distance yourself from chaos. Rest when your soul is tired, not just when your body collapses. Light a candle. Close your eyes. Ask yourself, what needs to go? And then, let it go, without guilt, without explanation, without looking back. The women who glow differently, who walk into rooms and shift the air, they're not just confident, they're protected. They don't say yes when they mean no. They don't pretend they're fine when they're breaking inside. They honor their energy like it's sacred currency, because it is. And so should you. Your daily habit isn't just to set boundaries. It's to enforce them. It's to listen to the signals of your body when something feels wrong. It's to say, this no is a yes to my mental health. That kind of inner alignment builds a presence that doesn't need to prove anything. You'll feel it. And others will feel it too, without you saying a word. Dress the way your higher self feels. There's a quiet power in the way a woman dresses when she's no longer trying to impress, but instead choosing to express. When she stops hiding in oversized layers of insecurity and starts dressing like the woman she knows she is becoming, everything changes. Not because of the brand or the price tag, but because of the intention behind it. You see, confidence isn't just about mindset, it's also about embodiment. And your clothes, your posture, your energy, they all speak before you ever say a word. So every morning, ask yourself, how would the most healed, grounded, magnetic version of me show up today? And then, dress like her. Not for them. Not for approval. But for the alignment, wear the perfume that makes you feel like a woman who's already successful. Put on the earrings that remind you you're worthy of being seen. Choose colors that make your soul feel alive. Don't wait for the special occasion. You are the occasion. Even if you're just working from home or going on a solo walk, honor yourself. Because when you dress like the woman who has already arrived, you start moving like her too. You take up space differently. You speak more clearly. You walk more intentionally. Your subconscious gets the signal, this is who I am now. And the world starts to respond. This habit isn't about chasing trends or perfection. It's about reconnecting with your sense of self-worth. It's about expressing how you feel on the inside, grounded, radiant, real. The confident woman doesn't wait until she loses weight or gets the job or finds the relationship. She embodies confidence now, and that energy makes everything else come faster. So take care of your appearance not out of pressure, but out of devotion. Let your outer world mirror the love and pride you feel inside. Because you deserve to feel beautiful, not someday, but every day. Not for them, but for you. Be around people who expand you. Every confident woman has made one quiet but powerful decision, to stop shrinking herself for people who feel threatened by her growth. She understands that confidence is not built in isolation. It's protected by the company she keeps. If you are constantly around people who criticize more than they celebrate, who compete more than they connect, or who silence your voice rather than amplify it, your confidence will suffer, no matter how hard you work on yourself. Because the people around you either reflect your worth, or they cause you to question it. So the habit is simple, but life-changing. Choose relationships that expand you. That challenge you without belittling you. That celebrate your wins without secretly resenting them. That listen to you without judgment, and hold space when you need to cry, dream, or fall apart. Make it your daily intention to nourish your emotional environment. Text that friend who makes you feel seen. Watch content that uplifts your soul. Spend time with women who inspire you to rise without dimming your softness. And most importantly, be that kind of person for yourself, too. Because sometimes, the first step to building confidence is removing what's been suffocating it. And yes, that might mean creating distance. That might mean walking away from toxic family dynamics, or friendships that only survive when you're playing small. It might feel lonely at first. But the truth is, when you stop tolerating emotional starvation, you start attracting soul nourishment. The kind of people who get you, who feel like peace, who make you braver by simply being in your life. Confidence grows in safe spaces. In rooms where your voice matters. In connections where your joy is not a threat. So protect your energy, and be ruthless about who gets access to your spirit. Every day, ask yourself, does this person see my light, or do they only feel powerful when I doubt myself? The answer will tell you everything. Because the woman who surrounds herself with love, truth, and depth becomes unshakable. Not because life is easy, but because she's no longer walking through it alone. Keep promises to yourself. The most magnetic women you see, the ones who walk with quiet power, who speak without rushing, who glow even when no one's watching. They've built something stronger than confidence. They've built self-trust. And that self-trust is born not from what they say in front of others, but what they honor in private. Confidence comes from keeping the small promises you make to yourself, over and over again. The promise to move your body when you said you would. The promise to get up earlier and take care of your mind. The promise to stop texting someone who makes you feel small. Every time you follow through, your nervous system whispers, we're safe. We can rely on us now. And that's where real confidence begins, not in the mirror, not in the applause, but in the quiet consistency of showing up for yourself. So make this a daily practice. Don't overcommit. Start small. Set one intention each morning that feels doable, and then keep it. Maybe it's journaling for 10 minutes. Maybe it's saying no when you usually say yes. Maybe it's drinking water before scrolling through your phone. These may sound tiny, but each one rewires your identity. You're no longer the girl who breaks promises to herself. You're becoming the woman who says, if I say I'll do it, I will. That energy is rare. That energy is sacred. That energy is irresistible, and yes, you will slip. You'll miss a day. You'll forget. You'll make a choice you're not proud of. But here's the difference: a confident woman doesn't punish herself, she recommits. She sees every mistake not as a reason to quit, but as a cue to return. She whispers, "It's okay, we begin again." That gentleness is what keeps the trust alive. So if you've spent years abandoning yourself, start today. Start small. One promise. One win. One whisper of self-respect. Then repeat. Because the more you keep showing up, the more the world begins to mirror back a woman who knows her worth, not because she shouts it, but because she lives it. Create more than you consume. There's a quiet kind of exhaustion that builds when your entire day is spent consuming, scrolling through other people's lives, comparing their success to your stillness, watching their confidence while questioning your own. But confidence doesn't grow by watching others live boldly. It grows when you start creating something from within. Creating a piece of writing, a voice note, a video, a small business, a poem, a painting, a plan, anything. Because when you create, you shift out of comparison and into connection with yourself. The moment you stop being a passive observer and start becoming an active creator, you reclaim your voice. And that voice becomes your power. So here's the habit: every single day, create something before you consume. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be shared. It just has to be yours. Let your mind know that your thoughts matter more than the internet's noise. Let your heart express what it's been quietly holding. Maybe you write one honest paragraph about how you're feeling. Maybe you record your thoughts before you look at your phone. Maybe you design a Pinterest board that reflects the life you want to live. Creation is not just about art, it's about ownership. It says, I don't need to live through other people's lives. I can build my own. And something magical happens when this becomes a habit. You stop feeling like you're behind. You stop feeling invisible. Because instead of consuming other people's energy, you're generating your own. You feel more present, more capable, more grounded in who you are and who you're becoming. The woman who creates something every day doesn't just build confidence, she builds momentum. She becomes a magnet for inspiration. She walks with purpose. She stops scrolling for answers and starts realizing she is the answer. So before you open the world, open yourself. Create something. Anything. Just begin. Because what you create, creates you.